Hey, welcome to another edition of iFanboy Mini. I'm Ron Richards, and I'm here with your pick of the week for comics released on April 9th, 2008. And my pick was The Young Liars #2 by David Lapham. It's $2.99 and is available from Vertigo Comics, which is an imprint from DC Comics. And I got to warn everybody that this is for mature readers only, so kids, you might want to skip this one. The Young Liars is a new series. The first issue just came out last month by David Lapham. David Lapham rose to prominence in the 90s with his creator-owned book, Stray Bullets. There hasn't been a lot of Stray Bullets in the 2000s, as he's been working mainly for DC and Marvel, doing books like Batman and Daredevil and things like that. And admittedly, the work that he does for those companies has been good, but not as good as the stuff that he creates. He did a graphic novel called Silverfish last year for Vertigo, and that was a sign of a return to form almost. And now with this new series, The Young Liars, I am so excited because Lapham, when he's on, he's one of my favorite creators, and he is on for The Young Liars. I've been describing The Young Liars as a rock and roll comic because a lot of it is based in music. I mean, look at the cover. There's a guitar with a gun attached to it. But not only is it rock and roll in terms of content, but it's rock and roll in terms of how he's handling the story. The story revolves around a character named Danny, who's a kid who moves from Austin, Texas, from a bad family life, and he moves to New York City with a guitar and takes up with a girl named Sadie, who's kind of an adrenaline junkie, and they get led on a roller coaster that's going to lead to some sort of crime, some sort of violence that David Lapham is known so well for. Issue #2 focuses on Danny's kind of origin. We go back to 2005, and we see him in Austin, Texas, working a dead-end job, unhappy family life, and we see the events that set in motion that led to the setting that was established in issue #1 that came out last month. Lapham, because he's writing and drawing this whole series, he's able to control the momentum of the story so that by using the visuals, by using the dialogue, even the narration, which is song lyrics throughout this entire issue, he's able to move you, the reader, at a pace that he wants to control. And this pace is frenetic, it's energetic, and it's so much fun to read. I've been describing it as almost like reading a comic, like watching the movie Trainspotting. That's what it reminds me of. So I can't tell you how excited I am for this comic book. I really want you to check it out. If you want to pick up The Young Liars #2, and I strongly recommend you do, you can find a local comic book store by calling the toll-free comic book locator service. And if you want to check out my full review of it, head over to iFanboy.com where you can read all about it. And if you like this show, you can check out our weekly show, iFanboy, which comes out every Saturday at noon, and our daily show that comes out Monday through Friday over at revision3.com/iFanboy. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week.